Jacksonville police now looking for more people who may have had contact with this child counselor. Officials arrested him this morning at his home in Jacksonville Beach and charged him with the murder of a 16-year-old boy whose body was found in a dumpster more than 2 decades ago.
This is a reminder that justice has no expiration date.
Tonight, the FBI and other agencies searching both the man's homes, fearing there could be more victims. And a live look outside 2 Duval County homes right now. You can see there are still local and federal investigators at both properties. They're expected to be there, in fact, through the night. The main message the FBI wants to get out tonight: please call them if you have had contact with Ronnie Hyde.
We have this FBI poster, which is posted on news4jax.com, so you can share with your friends on social media. It says Hyde is a suspect in an international child exploitation investigation. Hyde is charged with murdering and dismembering a boy only known as John Doe back in 1994 in Lake City. But today, we learned that body belonged to 16-year-old Fred Laster. Investigators were able to identify him using DNA technology. This is a story with ties to 4 local counties. Laster's body found in Columbia County. He was originally from Nassau County. Hyde owns 2 homes in Duval County and did counseling work at a St. Johns County church. Our team of reporters has spanned out across the area to bring you every detail of this unfolding story. We begin with Jim Piggott, who is at the Lake City gas station. Jim, you covered this story 23 years ago at that very spot.
It was right here, and this is where that Fred Laster was found back in here. He was near a dumpster at the site. This was a BP gas station back then. It is now a tire store. But it was at that time, nobody knew who that young boy was. In fact, they didn't even know that he was a young boy. It was a gruesome scene. Just the torso was found here. And over the years, this case, basically people had forgot. But over time now, they have learned through DNA evidence in order to find out who this young boy is. We've also learned that it was a family acquaintance that might have killed him. Ronnie Hyde was arrested and charged with his murder today. And more than that, police say there might be other victims. This is video from a story we did in 1994 when 16-year-old Fred Paul Laster's remains were found. It was a gruesome sight for the witnesses. He had been decapitated. Only the torso was left near a dumpster, and no one knew who he was. It remained that way for years. But in 2012, detectives in Columbia County began researching this crime again. They made the connection with the help of Laster's family, who had reported him missing a year after his remains were found, and then made the connection that Ronnie Hyde could be involved in his murder. Police won't say why they believe he killed Laster or how he may have done it. The only thing they will say is that he has a link to Laster's family.
Through the investigation process and connecting where the boy came from and social contacts and through some really good investigative work.
And the FBI says there's more. Hyde has been a suspect in another international child exploitation case. He has never been arrested for that, but he was picked up this morning and charged with Laster's death.
The search operations are extensive. They began shortly after he was taken into custody. We searched the property, confirmed no one else was inside, then established search teams in and around the house. I'm not going to elaborate on what kind of evidence we're looking for or what we have found, but the extensive search using the most technologically advanced methods available today are occurring right there, right now.
That search involves Hyde's home in Jacksonville Beach and another home he owns on Thelma Street on the east side. But there is another big concern. The FBI says there could be other victims, and they're asking for the public's help.
We've also learned that throughout his various positions and jobs in the Jacksonville area, we have obtained that he had a potential for additional child victims, as he had access to children in multiple positions that he held throughout the area.
Now, of course, this involves many agencies, and even though Fred Laster's body was found here in Columbia County, it's going to be prosecuted up in Jacksonville. State Attorney Melissa Nelson says that's because the crime, they believe, occurred there. We'll hear from her coming up at 6. For now, we're live in Columbia County. Jim Piggott, Channel 4, the local station.
The primary search is at Hyde's Jacksonville Beach home on 4th Avenue North near 9th Street. Channel 4's Vic Michelucci's been there all day long as the investigation continues. Vic joins us now live.
Well, Tarek, we have seen a heavy presence from FBI agents, probably about 24 of them coming and going all throughout the day. They got here and started to execute that search warrant around 7 o'clock this morning. They have not left, and they are going to continue to hold that perimeter until at least tomorrow evening. So let me give you a live look at the scene right now. Jacksonville Beach Police here helping out, blocking off this block. In the center, in between a couple homes, is the house where Hyde lived. You can see it is to the right of that U-Haul van, which was rented by the FBI. There's several mobile command centers. They have a backhoe. They also have tents out here as they gather evidence very, very carefully. In the meantime, a lot of people have stopped by to see what's happening. It is something people who live in this quiet beach neighborhood have never seen before.
I've been out here 10 years, and it's a quiet neighborhood, and generally nothing ever happens.
But this morning, something did happen when dozens of FBI agents started searching this property owned by mental health counselor Ronnie Hyde. They brought in a mobile command center, a backhoe, and set up tents in the backyard.
It was just overgrown, and I didn't even know anybody was living there, to tell you the truth. It looked abandoned.
Dozens of agents, some wearing white suits and masks, carefully picked through the property, looking for evidence related to that 1994 cold case where a teenager was killed and dismembered. We discovered Hyde has owned the home since 1993. As of this morning, he was in custody.
You just never know what's in somebody's background.
I asked a former FBI supervisor, Tony Kravitz, to join me and analyze the scene. What could you expect 23 years later if there was a body?
You know, bones for sure, maybe some teeth. You know, that's typically what you're going to find. It is meticulous. You can be off by a few inches, and it's also it's a somber situation.
She says the experts will take their time. They don't want to ruin any potential evidence. That's likely why they're wearing the white suits.
Wearing basically the suits tells me that they don't want to introduce any sort of hair and fiber into the scenario here.
So FBI agents still here at the scene, blocking the view from the public as well as the media. Whatever they do collect will be confidential for now because they don't want to harm the case. Now, I spoke with a woman who represents the FBI. She's their media liaison, and she told me that agents are going to be here for the rest of the evening, throughout the night, and into tomorrow evening at the very earliest. They could continue to be here for the rest of the week. Obviously, now with Hyde in custody, they can take their time and make sure that they collect all the evidence, so that they make sure that this prosecution does go correctly. They have not given us any details about what they have found back there, if they have found anything, but we have seen some of these investigators walking out with bags and trying to put them in some of these vehicles. Now, coming up, all new at 6 o'clock, I spoke exclusively with a man who says he was with Ronnie Hyde just last night. In fact, he says Hyde was his counselor and came over to work with his family last night, hours before this raid and arrest took place. So we will hear from him only on 4 in just about an hour. For now, we're live in Jacksonville Beach. Vic Michelucci, Channel 4, the local station.
And let's go now to Channel 4's Elizabeth Campbell, who's joining us live at Hyde's home in Talleyrand. Elizabeth, still a very active scene there?
It is, Marion. We were just told by a spokesperson with the FBI that she expects for detectives to be here into the night and possibly into tomorrow. Now, the green home that you're looking at is Hyde's home. We have confirmed that, and you can see that it is blocked off by police tape. I'm told by neighbors that they saw detectives out here as early as about 7 o'clock this morning, but that the crime scene tape and the other officers didn't come until about 2 o'clock this afternoon. Now, this is at the corner of Thelma and 11th Street. We've got about 3 patrol cars here right now, but we do expect for more to be heading this direction at any point in the coming hours. I want to show you some video that we got about an hour ago that shows a little bit more activity than what we have right now. And this is of a canine unit, was taken out of a truck was walked around the property. We also saw several detectives going in and out of the home. And then that canine, not long after it was taken out of the truck, was put back into that truck. And then that truck left the scene probably about 30 minutes ago. Now, most of the neighbors I've spoken with in the area say that they have not seen much of Hyde. They say that they would see him every now and then, and that they believe that he rented out this green home. Again, take one more live look here at the corners of Thelma and 11th Streets. This is in the Talleyrand area of Jacksonville. And they say that there was never a lot of activity going on here, but when they did see activity, or when they believed they saw Hyde, that he was here checking on the home, sometimes doing yard work. One man who I spoke with actually says that he saw him, he believes, about 2 months ago, and you'll hear from him coming up at 5:30. But for now, still a very active scene here in the Talleyrand area, and we expect it to continue to be an active scene for at least several more hours into the night and possibly into tomorrow. Reporting live from Talleyrand, Elizabeth Campbell, Channel 4, the local station.
And the I-Team's Lindsay Gardner has been digging into the background of Ronnie Hyde. She's joining us now live in the newsroom. Lindsay, what have you uncovered?
Well, Tarek, in the last 15 minutes, I have confirmed that Fred Laster, the murder victim in this case, his own brother, later lived with Ronnie Hyde in that very home that Vic was at in Jacksonville Beach. So again, the murder victim's brother living with the murder suspect years after the crime. My source says never suspecting anything was wrong. Now, Ronnie Hyde was a man of secrecy, living alone, traveling the world alone, but always coming back home to his home there in Jacksonville Beach. Today, we learned his life may also be a secret life of crime. The FBI believes using the cover of a mental health counselor to possibly gain access to children. Ronnie Leon Hyde was born in Jacksonville 60 years ago, and he says he graduated from Fletcher High School. He became a licensed mental health counselor in Florida in 2001 and was most recently tied to Crosswater Community Church in Nocatee. This Facebook page shows Hyde advertising his Christian counseling services there. Crosswater's pastor tells the I-Team they are cooperating with the FBI, but they don't know of any victims from their congregation.
At this point, I don't have any comments to make because I just don't have any information.
The FBI says Hyde's work as a counselor has potentially given him extensive access to children. The FBI also says he has traveled extensively throughout the United States and abroad. Geo-tracking on Facebook shows Hyde was in Canada this January. The I-Team also found these photos of Hyde's Facebook page showing him taking a solo cruise to Cozumel, Mexico recently. His social media activity only paints a picture of Hyde as a loner, often only posting photos that he had taken of himself. The I-Team found he has previously worked as a counselor at Rational Living Groups, Inc. in St. John's, Florida. The FBI came after Hyde for owing back taxes tied to that business. He's also linked to a Christian nonprofit, World Good News, Inc., that was dissolved a few years ago. I also found on his LinkedIn account, Ronnie Hyde said he developed a professional program called Keeping Kids Safe, writing, "It's a program I developed after 5 years of providing group therapy to adult and teen sex offenders. It teaches parents, schools, businesses, and law enforcement how to protect children from being abducted and victims of sexual molestation." A viewer called me within the last hour to tell me Ronnie Hyde was supposed to be at work today, which was at the Florida State Prison, where he actually worked as a counselor with inmates. I'm told Hyde worked closely with death row inmates there. I did reach out to the Department of Corrections, and they did confirm for me that he was a contracted mental health counselor at the prison, and now their Office of Inspector General is working closely with the FBI. Tarek?
Truly troubling. Thank you, Lindsay, for that report. Now, if you remember this case, you may remember this John Doe poster back when Fred Laster was killed. Investigators called him John Doe and had an image of his shirt in a flower-shaped bathtub adhesive that was found with his remains. Now, this poster was on the Missing and Exploited Children website. Right now on news4jax.com, you can view the FBI poster for Ronnie Hyde and view Channel 4's archive video from the 1994 investigation. There's also an interactive timeline that we have just uploaded to news4jax.com.